Hi, Radiant Shanti moms. Today we have a nice, easy, quick little exercise ball routine you can do. This is great to do anytime. It should be fun. And if you are a mama who's working from home or at the office and has an exercise ball as a chair, you can also do a lot of these sitting at your desk. And then if not, these are great to do when you're off work or in between taking care of kids or, as you're getting ready if you're a stay-at-home mom. So I think they're pretty fun. To start, we're going to be sitting on our ball with our feet squarely planted on the ground. And you can put your hands on the ball, on your hips, wherever they feel most comfortable. I'm gonna just have mine on my thighs. And we're gonna start with light little bounces. So just kind of bounce in time to the music. You don't want to go too hard with this, but just little pulses. This helps calm your nervous system, works on strengthening your quads a little bit, even if you don't quite feel it. If you do this for long enough, you definitely will. It's also just fun, gets you in touch with your inner child. We'll just do a few more bounces. Good, and kind of slow yourself down. For this next one, we're gonna engage our pelvis. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of tuck our pelvis in and with our feet, draw the ball towards our heels a little bit. So from the side, you start kind of here, more 90 degrees or a little further out, and you're gonna kind of tuck and pull the ball in. If you notice, it's getting closer to my heels. And then you're gonna come to neutral and then kind of push away so that you have a bigger angle between your heels and the ball. And we're just gonna kind of rock like this. Almost like kind of like a cat-cow in yoga. This is helping to strengthen our pelvis. It helps to strengthen our back. And it helps to get baby in a good position if you are going to be trying for a natural birth. Just do this a few times. And again, this also helps strengthen the hamstrings, strengthen the quads. So we want to be nice and strong for when the baby comes. Good. And then for this one, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're just going to kind of do some side bending on the ball, bringing one arm up and over. And you don't want to go too deep with these. Just enough to get a nice stretch. And if you want, you can kind of roll your hips to the side a little bit if your balance is, stable enough to do that. In pregnancy, our balance changes a lot from day to day, trimester to trimester. And you want to really just be cautious when you do any exercise during pregnancy that you're listening to your body in that moment and in the day. Again, this is helping strengthen the correct core muscles because we want all of our side core to be really strong for pushing. And it's just a nice little side stretch. And one more. Good job, mamas. And then we're just gonna bring our arms back and then forward. And if you want, you can do this with your elbows bent and then bring them forward. This works on a slightly different group of muscles. Whatever feels good for you. Make sure that you're tucking your pelvis under a little bit if you start to notice yourself rocking back. And just doing these on an exercise ball helps engage your back and your core a little bit more than it would if you were to do these on a normal chair. And then go ahead, we're gonna just move our arms up and down. So imagining that you're kind of just sliding them up and down a wall. Strengthening those arms because they're gonna need to work hard carrying baby around when they come. And if this is your second or, second plus child, you already know that you're gonna need strong arms to carry all those kiddos. Good job. Shake your arms out. Whew. All right, so for this next one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come off the ball. This is a little more of a stretch, a little less of an exercise. If you have a blanket or a towel, you might wanna go ahead and put those under your knees. And what you're gonna do is you're going to put the ball somewhere in front of you, maybe about like a little bit more of arm's length, put it a little closer, and you're gonna just rest your chest on the ball. And for you, you want a nice line down. So for me, this blanket's up a little high. So I'm gonna come down a little further, and you can roll the ball away a little more, but you wanna kind of rest on the ball and have a nice line going downwards. This one's not so much of an exercise, but it helps gravity work to kind of put baby in the correct position. And play around with what feels comfortable. You can also kind of sit on the ball and drop your hips a little bit more towards your heels. Depending on how you hang on the ball, it can stretch out your side a little bit more. And kind of just rest. Almost like a Shavasana pose in yoga. No matter where you are, just make sure you're making space for baby. Lift the legs out a little. You're looking like you're putting too much strain on your belly. Good. And then come up. And you can go ahead, and this one's a little bit different, but you're going to go a bit of a wider squat on the ball. And this one's a little harder to position yourself. It looks a little silly. But this is gonna help open up that pelvic area and get everything nice and stretched. And so get where it feels comfortable. It's gonna feel weird. And then for here, you can do little pulses. And then shift a little side to side. Rolling gently. And then bring your legs forward. And you're done. Thanks for joining me for this quick video, mamas.